We've got the AI factor, don't you know? Live streaming with a jazzy, upbeat flow, with melodies so smooth and rhythms tight. It's time to groove, come on, let's ignite. From ones and zeros to a swinging sensation, the AI factor's taking over the nation with algorithms.
Okay, I probably shouldn't play that jingle that long, but I really love that jingle. We created it last week with AI, using a tool called Suno, Suno. There's also one called Udio. Amazing. If you didn't see last week's short broadcast, you might want to check it out because that was really cool. Or you could just go straight to those sites and see for yourself how cool they actually are. But it's not just about cool, it's about what is actually working. Like, what are the AI tools that make sense for us in our businesses? Because, and it's very hard. I have to tell you, like, I spend Fridays all week I'm playing with AI tools. There's other things I do in my business though, right? So I can't spend all my time doing that. And then Fridays, because I don't work on Fridays. Of course I do, but I don't do client calls or meetings or any of that stuff. Fridays are about this, which I think is so fun, meaning, diving deep and learning and exploring and all of that. And, and the, and, and there are so many things that are so cool that I want to show you, but like, cool is not the rule. The rule is it has to be effective and practical and helpful and like not take you down a rabbit hole. Having said that, we're going to kick off with a couple of cool things, just to get things kicked off and get you in the spirit of exploring AI. Okay. So the first thing is just news. You probably already know this, but Meta, powered by Google and Bing, provides users with real time data and can answer questions, offer recommendations, and find information within posts, reels, and chats. And this Meta AI is now in your Meta stuff. And I'm going to give you a glimpse of that in a second. You can also use, and I'm going to show you this, you can use their new Imagine generator feature. It's just in beta right now to generate images in real time. So you just, before you type any description of a photo or sorry, a graphic that you want, you just type the word imagine in front of it and Meta creates it. And what else? Other stuff. They're in the beginning stages, but still kind of interesting, a little bit concerning. We'll discuss it. Also, I want to show you this incredible new humanoid robot. I am obsessed with these humanoid robots. I just am. Ever since what was it, Lost in Space, Danger Will Robinson, like that guy, always loved robots. And so I'm gonna show you right now this really cool humanoid robot. We're just gonna do the entire screen to make it easy. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me click back over and make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. First, you're going to watch it and be like, yeah, so what? Like it's a humanoid robot. But here we go. Okay. So the reason that I showed you that is because, I mean, it was very cool, right? But what I want you to see is that we are moving so far beyond just general robotics in manufacturing and in the world of business. So if you could think about like your Roomba vacuum cleaner, right? Like the little round robot vacuum cleaner, when it goes across your floor and then it bumps into an obstacle. I mean, they've gotten better now, but I don't have a new one. I have an old one, but it just bumps and bumps and bumps and bumps when it hits that barrier. And when you look at like vehicle car manufacturers, there's a whole parts of the assembly line that are done by robots, but then there's probably a larger portion that is still done by human beings, because so many of those motions require you to walk around an obstacle or to make a certain very like granular adjustment. And so what we're seeing with these humanoid robots is that like they can totally do that. Even if you think it's something as simple as when you go to the car wash, and you know how you take your car through the car wash, and the car wash is a robot, it's a machine, it washes your car. At the end, though, they're compelled to have human beings because the human beings have to wipe the tires, dry the tires, whatever. And now the robots can understand an obstacle, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and like think about the next step. And we showed that in an episode a couple of weeks ago where there was a robot like doing these little, very like tiny little movements, and had to understand like just how much pressure to put on the coffee cup that it had never held before. It had to figure it out so it wouldn't squish it. And then it had to understand like how to line it up just right. And then there was a problem with how he set the cup, and then he corrected the mistake. It just blows my mind. Okay, but now we're going to move on to practical things. I told you we were just going to do a second of the cool stuff. Okay. Then now what I want to show you is a tool called Metaform. Okay. And what they were saying in their marketing is that it's like Typeform with AI. And if you're familiar with Typeform, it's like SurveyMonkey, but much, much nicer. So a piece of software that allows you to survey people and or even create online quizzes. So I want to show you this, and then we're going to talk about it, because what I want to say is I don't necessarily think that it is all that just yet, but what is amazing is what somebody else is probably going to do with it in short order, and how we might use it, and how really, 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 really incredible it is. Okay. Like the use case scenario is incredible. Hold on, I have a better. Okay, I don't know which one of these is the one that works. Okay, first of all, what I want to say is, well, let me just show you. All right, so what you do is you come over here to goal, and you say, what is your goal with creating this form? I cannot stand this creepy looking avatar. I mean, it kind of looks like me in that it has dark hair. I don't know. There was nothing that I had to do to set it up, but I feel like surely with my name, or the AI searched me or something. I don't know how it came up with that avatar, but like it looks female, but then again, maybe it's androgynous. I don't know. But then why would they make it white? I might be a person of color. So I don't know where that avatar came from, but I don't like it. Okay, you put your goal here. So I put as my goal, I want to find out how many people are still with their virtual assistants. I have a program called Front Row CEO that teaches people how to hire and train their perfect match virtual assistants. It'd be nice to know how their life or business has improved after hiring a VA. I also want to make sure that they're aware that I offer continued support in our Continuum program. The program allows them continued access to our bi-monthly board meetings, live support from me, and access to a full library of business development content. The program is $97 a month. It can be canceled at any time. I also offer one-to-one coaching and consulting, which they can learn more about, and then I put the link. We also now have an agency which will find a VA for them if they want to try again or add to their team and don't want to do the work. Okay. Then you give it context. So I say Front Row CEO is an online program. A lot of this is redundant, teaches people how to find their perfect match VA. The VAs are in the Philippines. The program is designed for entrepreneurs who want to streamline their business operations and focus. Okay. Any deeper insights? Oh, so you click on deeper insights. And what's amazing is that this software it populates what it thinks. And the same thing for the journey. It populated um, these topics for me. And then if it looked good, I just click the tab button. So everything that it suggested, it looked good. These are the questions that I want them to consistently ask the users. Okay. Then the deeper insights, they also generated this and it looked good, but I could have edited it. Okay. And then I clicked publish. So I think it's published. So now let's move through the form. What is the current state of your relationship with your VA? Going strong. That's wonderful to hear. How long have you been working with your VA, or how long have you been working together? 8 years. 8 years is quite the milestone. Can you share how your virtual assistant has impacted your business and life? Um, in every way. I have more time to work on the things I love. That sounds like a perfect match indeed. And I've done this a few times and it doesn't, it changes up what it says every time. Could you share any specific anecdotes or stories about your experience where not right now? Um, no worries, maybe next time. How satisfied are you with the services provided? 5 stars. A perfect score, that's fantastic. What kind of support do you desire for the next steps in your entrepreneurial business? Not sure, really. That's all right. Figuring out the next steps can take some time. I want to see when it's going to make an offer. Are you interested in additional programs or offers such as our continuum program or one-to-one coaching? Yes. Now I want to see what it does. I really don't know. Great to hear you're interested. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't sell me, unfortunately. What feedback do you have on the program? It's great. Okay. So what I want to tell you, my thoughts on this are that first of all, it's super dynamic, as you could see. And what this means is that, like, it's so much better than a static, boring survey. So I understand why they're trying to liken themselves to Typeform, because Typeform is like the best of the best of the survey platforms. It's like really beautiful and it gives a very nice user experience with this survey. So now it's I don't have to create any like really clunky funnel, if you click here, then click there. It's very, very intuitive. And if you give it the right context and all the specifics that it needs one time, then it'll take it from there. And so I'm very excited about what this means for the future in terms of surveys, but it is ready to use now. I think they have a free version. So check it out. It is called Metaform. Okay. Moving on, we are now going to look at my favorite plugin for the week. This is called, darn, I just closed the window that we needed. I'll find my way back to it. Okay. This is called Briefy, Briefy, and it is a Chrome browser plugin. So let me share my screen. And it's great. It's great. I've been using it all week and it's it's already saved me so much time. Okay. So here we are at Pew Research Center, and there's a bunch of articles. So let's open up this article, How Americans View Weight Loss Drugs and Their Potential Impact on Obesity in the US. Okay. Now, if you look, I don't know if you could see, but in the lower left-hand corner, there is a little purple square with like a pen in it icon. I'm going to click that. And wait a minute. Hold on. Let me try that again. It's worked 100% every single time, but now I'm live, and so therefore, it's not going to, but it will. Just be patient because this is totally worth it. All right. And if I can't do it on the article, I'll show you on a YouTube video. We're going to do it again. Share screen. Entire screen. Okay. We're going to go back to that. Well, maybe we'll just pick a new article. I don't know. Maybe it didn't like that article. All right. Genetically modified food. Okay. So try it again. Please work. Please work. Okay. Now, when I clicked on that, can you see the choices that it's giving me? It's saying, do you want to summarize this in a list? Do you want to summarize it in a mind map? Do you want to summarize it in a table? Or do you want to ask questions? In other words, do you basically want to have a conversation with this article about what's in this article? The first thing that I want to show you is summarize this in a mind map. And let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Let me go back. Okay. Now, and I'm going to make this full size. Okay. Look at this. It's taking this article and it's turning it into a mind map. And when it's done, it'll be a piece of content that I can share. Okay. The other thing, we're going to go back to that to that article about the genetically modified foods. We're going to click the icon again. And this time we're going to ask it to summarize the article in a table. Can you see what's happening here? So now it's giving us a table. All right. Now let's go back, and it's just a beautiful user interface. I'm a huge fan of just give me something pretty that is fun to use, and like I'll be a fan for life. Okay. We'll do one other thing. I won't walk through all the features, but let's summarize it in a list. I want to expand it for you, but I just don't see the expand button right now. And it even puts in cute emoji where the bullets are. Okay. And I'm not going to open up YouTube, but you should know that you can use it on a YouTube video as well. It will summarize the video for you. You can interact and ask questions about the video. And it will also give you like chapters of the video, like what they talk about at what point in time. Okay. So that was my favorite app. That is my favorite AI tool for the week, but we've got a couple of more. This is, I guess I would call this sort of like the prompt of the week. And let me share my screen. Basically, the way this works, the idea of this is that you could do this with ChatGPT. You could do this with Claude. I'll be honest, I'm really like loving Claude these days more even than ChatGPT. Although ChatGPT Turbo has come out this week, and I'm not subscribed to it yet. But okay, so what I decided to do was turn one of my chats into my avatar. Okay, so I told this conversation, I was like, you are my client avatar. Your name is Cindy. You're a 50-year-old online coach and course creator. You have 3 kids, 2 in college, 1 in high school. You're very into self-development and personal growth. You have big dreams of growing your business to a stage where you don't have to worry about retirement. You want your business to allow you to travel and not worry about bills. You have aging parents that need you. You often feel pulled in all directions. You have a Facebook page and an Instagram account, but neither of them seem to get much action. You refuse to dance on TikTok or Instagram Reels, but you do enjoy watching them. You're frustrated with the feast or famine nature of your business. You're frustrated with technology. Everything changes so fast. You spend so much time trying to get the pieces and parts connected and working that there's very little time to focus on the things you should be doing to grow your business, like creating content, networking, strategizing. Also, there's so much conflicting information out there. You aren't sure where to turn. So that is my client avatar pretty much in a nutshell. Okay. That is the person who typically does business with me or buys my product or services. So now I've named this. If you can look over here to the left, I've named this Cindy, my avatar. So now I can go to Cindy and say, I can you give me some good ideas for uh uh a for let's say 10 5 podcast episodes. Okay, so let's see what Cindy says. Ooh, I love that. I actually haven't done an episode about specifically leveraging technology and coaching. I would love to do that. um Creating residual income, personal development deep dive. Okay, so these are pretty good. But anyway, just an idea of something that you could do really quickly on ChatGPT or Claude or wherever you're working with AI as your thought partner. Uh okay, Heyday. All right, I'm going to show you Heyday now. Now, what I have to say about Heyday is it looks to me like they are really trying to let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. It looks to me like they are really trying to be Evernote. Check it out. Can you see? So they've got a green hand up here. It says Heyday. They have a very nice interface. It's that dark green of Evernote. And interestingly enough, what you could do is this is basically your online brain. Okay. And you can connect your Evernote, your Slack channel, your Zoom account, your Google Drive, your Dropbox. You could connect all those things, and then it's pretty much all in one place. And because it's AI, it can figure stuff out for you. Okay. I chose not to connect my Zoom because I didn't want to mess up my Fathom. I use Fathom over on Zoom. But okay, explore. It's showing me recently edited things, documents that I've read, articles that I've read, videos that I've watched, PDFs that I've viewed, spreadsheets that I saw, products that I saw, and it's pulling it all into one place. Um, and let's see here. You could create I'm not like I just downloaded this maybe 5 hours ago. Um, so I haven't had a chance to really play with it yet, but it looks incredible. I mean, I suppose the thing that you really want to consider with something like this is how much of yourself and your stuff you want to expose, right? I mean, I did it. I connected my Evernote and I connected my Google Drive, but I didn't do it feeling great about it because you feel so vulnerable. Uh, and then I think this is the last tool. Is this the last tool? This is the last tool that I'm going to show you. It is called Voice Notes, and I don't see that they have an app. Like, this would make much more sense on my phone. And of course, we all have voice apps. I mean, your Apple phone has one natively embedded. However, this can take whatever you say and organize it 1,000 different ways. So I'll do this. So I'm just going to dump my brain right here into this note. And um, I need to just, let me think. I need to make sure and record those 2 podcasts that I mentioned earlier. And I'm going to do one about using technology and coaching, and I need to go ahead and list all the assets that I'm going to be using for my Front Row advisory board program that's going to launch in the fall. And I have to remember to um, pick up Scarlett's dress to get it altered, and also find that recipe for vegan risotto. Okay. That was quite the brain dump. Okay, so now if you could see at the top, it took everything that I said, but then I can summarize it, list main points, make it a to-do list. Let's make it a to-do list. So basically, it's voice notes. It's a brain dump feature that allows you to then go back into it and organize it a whole bunch of different ways. So there's our to-do list. And is that the last? Yes, that was the last tool for today. Any questions or comments? Unfortunately, StreamYard, this amazing platform that I'm using right now, Facebook, as they like to do, has just decided out of the blue, without really giving us much of a reason, that we're not going to be allowed to use third-party apps in our Facebook groups. So if you're watching me inside of one of my Facebook groups, I will be able to do it. It's just good. It's going to be very complicated. So I still will be using StreamYard inside the Facebook groups, but I won't be able to see anybody's comments. So that stinks. We'll figure out a workaround, but for now I should be able to see comments. I don't see any. I'm live streaming in Facebook groups, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So okay, that's it. Have a wonderful weekend. Oh, before we go, if you were on our training yesterday, I have to say that was a really popular training. It was all about list building and lead generation. And I showed you some cool, easy strategies, and everyone, that was for my Front Row VIPers. So you all got the replay. The people who want to check out Front Row VIP and get the replay, what I did was I made a crazy offer for membership. It's normally $97 a month, but I'm offering it for $27 a month, so people could go in, get the replay, get the step-by-step guide that we created, and just check it out and make some new friends. And if you if you want to leave, you can leave at any time. And we're also really good about notifying you before your credit card gets charged. So you have an opportunity, so you don't forget, because good Lord, I mean, I feel like this month alone, there's like 5 subscriptions that I thought I canceled my trial and I didn't. And anyway, we don't do that around here. Just so you know, Front Row VIP has twice monthly strategy calls. That means you show up with questions, or you want feedback, whatever it is. And I work really hard to answer that. Usually people submit in advance, so I have time to really do research. And then if I can't help you, I'll definitely look for someone who can, or find the answer outside of VIP. We have monthly guest expert calls. I'm super excited about the new AI strategy club that we've created. And as you might imagine, it's all about AI and strategy, using AI in your business. We have special events, like right now we're in the middle of our spring accountability challenge, great networking, monthly content calendars, a giant library of courses and trainings on everything you can think of. Nika popped in. Nika, can you not hear me or something? I got a thumbs up. Okay. And we've got a wonderful community. And yeah, like I said, our brand new AI strategy club. Thank you. Thank goodness Nika popped in. So that is the link. It's sort of hard to read. Can they not just go to, okay. bit.ly/27 VIP offer. And if you're on our mailing list, then we're also about to send out an email with the replay of this call. So we'll put a link to it in there as well. Yes, that is the solution. Oh, one more quick thing I want to show you, and I'm going to dive deep into it next week. Let me share my screen. I want you to go to this website, because I can't get it to do what it did again. But it is called shiftx.co or .com. I can't see. .com. Okay. It won't let me, it let me do it once and then it went away. But basically what this incredible thing does, and I'm determined to have this really figured out by next week, but because it's going to be so helpful as a person who loves systems and I help businesses create systems and processes. This, it's just amazing. So you type in, what is the thing that you want to do? Like, do you need a new onboarding process for clients? Do you need to figure, like, what is it that has you stuck process wise and systems wise in your business? Okay. You just type in the problem and what you want to get done. And holy cow, it does it like it maps it all out in a very smart way. And you can add like roles to who does what, and you can collaborate in real time as you develop these processes and systems. Super interesting. Haven't caught your stuff for a while. Do you list the tools in the description? Absolutely. I will link to all the tools that we discussed here when I send out the email in the description of today's show. So it's turning into a regular thing. I'm really enjoying doing these weekly favorite AI tools, because the truth is I could talk about this all day long and there's not that many people in my life that want to hear about it. So like in my personal life, you know what I mean? So I love coming here and sharing it with you. So as long as it's helpful to somebody, then I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. There's one other thing that you might not realize. I have a daily news show on your Amazon Lexi and your Google Home. It's called The Front Row Entrepreneur. I also have a podcast by the same name, but they're different. So this is a daily thing. If you go into your Alexa app and go into your skills, you can just add it to your daily things that you listen to. And then you can just say, Lexi, play my flash briefings. And you'll hear every day, every single day, they're about 2 minutes long. And I give you the latest news in marketing, digital marketing, and technology/AI. So that way you could keep up with all this super fast paced stuff and not feel like you have to, read for 6 hours a day to understand what's going on. So again, that's called the Front Row Entrepreneur Flash Briefing. Okay. See you later. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.